Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel, where we meticulously dissect the most pressing and dramatic developments unfolding within the hallowed, yet often turbulent, world of the British royal family and those orbiting its powerful gravitational field. Today, we delve into a story that underscores the enduring power of association and the devastating price that can be exacted when those associations are deemed unforgivable by the court of public opinion and the media giants that shape it. We are speaking, of course, about Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, whose attempted return to the spotlight appears to have suffered a catastrophic reversal. Before we immerse ourselves in the intricate details of this latest professional blow, please take a moment to show your support. Do remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel for continuous, in-depth coverage, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a royal update. Your engagement truly helps us continue bringing these stories to you. The Duchess of York, affectionately known to many as Fergie, has long been a figure defined by resilience, controversy, and a determined effort to rebuild her life and reputation following her divorce from Prince Andrew and the subsequent financial and personal struggles that followed. For years, she successfully cultivated a public persona as a relatable, hardworking author and personality, often appearing on popular television programs. However, the long shadow cast by her prior associations, particularly her relationship with the late, disgraced financier and convicted sex offender, Jeffrey Epstein, has now seemingly caught up with her in the most professionally damaging way possible. Reports emerging from reliable sources indicate a significant, perhaps even terminal, career disruption for the mother of Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. The Duchess is reportedly facing exclusion from the British television landscape, specifically from the very programs that had previously offered her a warm embrace and a vital platform for public engagement. The crux of the matter revolves around a controversial communication, an email in which the Duchess reportedly referred to Jeffrey Epstein using terms that have proven profoundly unsettling to the public and, critically, to major broadcasters. The description, calling Epstein generous and supreme, has resurfaced with renewed intensity, forcing networks to reevaluate their relationship with the Duchess of York. For many years, Sarah Ferguson had found a comfortable and high-profile home on ITV, one of the United Kingdom's premier commercial broadcasters. She was not merely an occasional guest, she was a valued and familiar face, frequently gracing the sofas of flagship daytime programming. Think of the highly popular and influential programs This Morning and Loose Women. These shows are not just light entertainment. They represent a significant connection point between celebrities, public figures, and millions of viewers across the nation. For a member of the extended royal family to secure regular appearances or even contributor roles on such platforms is a testament to their public appeal and viability. Sarah Ferguson had achieved this enviable position. She had served as a guest presenter and a contributor on This Morning, offering her unique perspective and engaging with the hosts and audience. Similarly, her appearances on Loose Women, a panel show known for its frank discussions, were often met with warmth and genuine affection from her fanbase. These roles were instrumental in burnishing her image as an approachable, insightful, and reformed public figure. Yet those golden days of television collaboration appear to be definitively over. According to a highly detailed report in the Daily Mail, the door to ITV has been firmly shut on the Duchess. The news is stark and definitive. Fergie won't be appearing on ITV again. There is nothing in the pipeline for her. The insider commentary paints a picture of shattered expectations and immediate exclusion. The source lamented the lost potential, noting, "There was once such high hopes for her. She appeared on This Morning as a guest presenter and contributor, as well as Loose Women." The implication is clear. The network had extensive plans for her involvement, viewing her as a valuable asset capable of attracting high viewership. But that calculation has been fundamentally altered. The insider's claim leaves no room for ambiguity regarding the network's stance. There will be no more Fergie on ITV. There are no longer any current plans or any plans in the future. She's done with the channel now. This decisive move by ITV is a direct consequence of the renewed scrutiny surrounding her relationship with the late financier Jeffrey Epstein. It is a professional jettisoning, a deliberate act of distancing by a major media organization seeking to protect its brand integrity and avoid the inevitable public backlash that would accompany the continued employment of someone associated with such a morally repugnant individual. It is important to understand the context of this association. While Sarah Ferguson has never been implicated in Epstein's criminal activities, the discovery of the aforementioned email, in which she seemingly praised him for his financial assistance or personal qualities, has been devastating to her carefully reconstructed image. The exposure of this eyebrow-raising relationship has done more than just cost her television spots. It has sparked profound questions regarding her extensive philanthropic work. When a public figure dedicated to charity is found to have maintained a close and seemingly appreciative connection with a convicted sex offender whose wealth was amassed through reprehensible means, the public naturally begins to question the source of the support for her endeavors and the overall ethical judgment of the individual involved. This creates an unresolvable conflict for a broadcaster like ITV, which relies on public trust. The professional silence is only one facet of the Duchess's current predicament. Her personal life and her position within the wider royal framework are simultaneously facing severe turbulence, largely intertwined with the fate of her former husband, Prince Andrew. The Duchess of York was last observed in a significant public role in mid-September, attending the solemn funeral of the Duchess of Kent. Notably, she was present alongside Prince Andrew and other senior members of the firm, suggesting that at that time she was still presenting a unified front with her ex-husband, despite the immense challenges they both face. However, since that public appearance, Sarah Ferguson has maintained a complete and conspicuous silence across her various social media platforms. This retreat from public communication is highly unusual for a personality who relies heavily on direct engagement with her audience for her book sales and other commercial ventures. This silence coincides with a period of extraordinary pressure on both her and Prince Andrew. The original source text mentions that both Sarah and Andrew were previously forced to give up on their titles, the Duke and Duchess of York title. While the precise mechanism and timing of the relinquishing of the dukedom are complex, Andrew retains the title, but the use of His Royal Highness was suspended. The implication here is the loss of the status and dignity associated with their former position as fully working members of the royal family. They have been stripped of the ceremonial trappings that once defined their lives. Now the whispers emanating from within the tightly sealed royal circles suggest an even greater threat: the potential loss of their home. There are growing reports that Sarah and Andrew may have to vacate the historic and significant royal lodge. This magnificent residence has been their primary home for many years, a sanctuary and perhaps the last tangible link to their life within the royal inner core. The pressure to leave Royal Lodge stems from a complex confluence of factors, including the need for financial downsizing by the monarchy, and, perhaps more significantly, the ongoing public relations crisis that perpetually surrounds Prince Andrew. The persistent protests and negative media coverage associated with the Duke of York continue to affect the day-to-day engagements and overall image of other royal figures. The continued presence of Prince Andrew and, by extension, Sarah Ferguson at Royal Lodge serves as a constant, undesirable reminder of the scandals that have plagued the monarchy. Moving them out would be seen by some as a necessary step toward cleaning up the public image and minimizing distractions for the new generation of working royals. The atmosphere has become so toxic that a friend close to the Duchess of York has reportedly shared a potential strategy for self-preservation. This friend told a media outlet that Sarah Ferguson might actively seek to establish physical and emotional distance from Prince Andrew. The motivation behind this drastic measure is profoundly serious: to refute the allegations that she supports the sexual assault accuser. Wait, let us clarify this critically important nuance. The source text suggests that the friend believes distancing herself from Andrew is necessary to counter the perception that she supports the accuser, which is highly unlikely given the context of Andrew's situation. It is far more probable, given the overwhelming context of Andrew's legal and public battles, that the friend meant distancing herself to refute the implication that she supports Andrew despite the allegations leveled against him by the sexual assault accuser. In the delicate world of reputation management, maintaining any association with Prince Andrew is seen as tacit endorsement of his defense, regardless of the circumstances. If Sarah Ferguson chooses this path of separation, it would represent an enormous personal sacrifice. Despite their divorce decades ago, Andrew and Sarah have maintained a famously close relationship, cohabiting at Royal Lodge and raising their children together. Their mutual support has often been cited as one of the few enduring, positive stories of the modern royal family. To sever this bond, even publicly, would signal the severity of the reputational crisis she now faces. It is a desperate measure aimed at salvaging her own viability as a public figure, suggesting that the price of proximity to Prince Andrew has become too high, both professionally and personally. The loss of the ITV platform is more than just losing a paycheck. It symbolizes the widespread withdrawal of institutional trust. When major broadcasters, who are sensitive to public sentiment, decide that a figure is too great a risk, it severely limits any future commercial opportunities, especially those dependent on broad public acceptance. Sarah Ferguson's career has always been characterized by its peaks and valleys. She has demonstrated an uncanny ability to reinvent herself, leveraging her royal connection into a successful career as a children's book author and speaker. The money earned from these ventures, coupled with the support from Prince Andrew, has sustained her lifestyle. But without television appearances, the engine of modern celebrity relevance, her capacity to reach new audiences and maintain her brand visibility is severely compromised. In essence, the Duchess of York is paying a heavy and public price for a single, ill-judged, private communication. The email referencing Jeffrey Epstein as generous and supreme. This incident has given critics the ammunition needed to dismantle her public rehabilitation project, connecting her to a scandal that the public simply cannot forgive. What lies ahead for Sarah Ferguson is deeply uncertain. She is now effectively exiled from mainstream British television, facing the potential loss of her home, and under intense pressure to publicly distance herself from the father of her children. This is a multi-front crisis that challenges the very foundations of her life. Her silence on social media speaks volumes about the gravity of the situation she is currently navigating. This situation serves as a powerful reminder that in the hyper-scrutinized world of the royal orbit, history is never truly forgotten, and past associations, no matter how distant or tangential they may seem, can resurface with devastating speed, carrying consequences that fundamentally alter one's professional and personal destiny. The saga of the Duchess of York is far from over, but the current chapter is undeniably one of retreat, professional exclusion, and profound isolation. We want to hear your thoughts on this complex and evolving situation. Do you believe that ITV's decision to exclude Sarah Ferguson is justified, given the controversy surrounding the Epstein email? Or do you feel that she is being unfairly penalized for private correspondence? What do you think the future holds for the Duchess of York, particularly concerning the Royal Lodge whispers? Please share your perspectives and insights in the comment section below. Your opinions drive our discussions, and we value every input. Don't forget once again to like this video if you found this analysis compelling. Subscribe for more detailed royal insights, and join us next time as we continue to track the stories that matter most. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to reading your comments.